Hi, this is Piero, Technical Director of SecPoint, and I'm here with Protector 66 and some interesting features. Let's start with the Reputation Block Lists, or RBL, which has undergone an improvement to prevent delays in anti-spam processing and avoid bottlenecks. RBLs can be configured in menu Anti-Spam, Listings, tab Reputation Block Lists. Here you can set a general sensitivity level or access the advanced page where you can configure each RBL. To avoid abuse, many RBL providers restrict access to their services when queries come from public or shared DNS resolvers. Therefore, if the Protector is configured with a public DNS service such as Google or Cloudflare or others, RBL servers may intentionally block the requests, causing delays in anti-spam processing. So to ensure proper RBL functionality, it is recommended to configure the Protector to use the built-in DNS server, which you can configure here in this menu, or use the ISP provided DNS server. When the Protector is used for anti-spam processing and a public DNS server is used, a warning is displayed on the network setup page. In this firmware, we have introduced a new check on RBL functionality. The status of RBL checks is visible in the system status page. Clicking on RBL, a new page opens with the status of each RBL that has been checked. Since delays in anti-spam processing can also be caused by a decommissioned RBL, a temporarily inaccessible RBL, or a RBL that requires a paid commission to provide the service for a large number of searches, when the status of one of these RBLs is not positive, the best option is to disable the RBL by setting its score to 0 in the RBL setup page. If the Protector is configured with a public DNS server, or if the mail proxy is not enabled, the RBL check is not performed. It can happen that an incoming mail is sent to a large number of recipients in 2RCC, which can be the case of a potential spam, or it can also happen that an outgoing mail contains a long list of recipients in 2RCC rather than BCC, which can lead to a potential data leak. To prevent such mail messages from being sent or received, a new anti-spam score has been created. This configuration can be done in Anti-Spam Setup in tab Advanced. Here you will find a new setup for this parameter to many recipients, and when this option is enabled and an email is sent to this number of recipients or higher, this score will be added to the overall score of the email message. So if you absolutely want to block these emails, you have to raise the score to a value higher than the score required to block the email. The country block function available in the firewall allows to block all traffic to or from the IP addresses from the selected countries. The new feature that we have introduced in this firmware allows to restrict the block to the specified ports only. So enter the port or ports in this field as a comma-separated list or as a range using a colon. When one or more ports are specified, the traffic to and from the selected list of countries will only be blocked for the specified ports and will be allowed on the other ports. Instead, if you want to completely block a country, leave the ports field empty. Well, it's all for now. If you want to read more about this firmware, remember that you can download the release notes document from our website. Thank you for sharing this video with me, and see you at the next release from SecPoint. Bye bye.